Oh shit, god damn it, fuck ass. Ah! Hang on a second. Ow! Owie. Um, bad news. I don't know if this is bad news. Yeah, it is actually bad news. Bad news! I forgot to switch it back over to the international version. We're playing spy fiction. We're playing Japanese spy fiction. The way it was meant to be played, according to at least one fan, but I don't think I can push through some of the item description and text on the screen. Supanu fiction. I shouldn't. I'm not gonna try to say that in a Japanese accent. I don't know. Can you call it an accent if it makes it genuinely more high? No, EA or no. This is high. The one on the left is high, right? Yeah, high. Okay. I will very briefly show you why I would rather play. Wait, actually, are there text language settings in the menu? Come to think of it. If there's text menu language settings, then actually I have to worry about it. But okay, I took mere months of bad adult continuous Japanese language learning courses at the Japanese consulate in Atlanta, and you hiragana for maybe like 6 weeks of my life, and now I just know three of them. There's 16 characters you got to remember. Most Japanese text is not written in that alphabet. It's an alphabet for babies and advertisers and other absolute moron idiot people. Um, I can't read this. There's going to be some hiragana in here, but most of it's going to be katakana, and there's going to be a little bit of kanji. And these are all in orders of increasing difficulty. Um, we're also not resuming from the correct place where I wanted to. I thought I made a manual save in addition to the save state, but those are camera options. I think I remember. This is like camera options when you're not. That's a yes or no question. That's not a language selection. Oh, this is a save or load screen, not a language selection. I don't think we got language selections here. If I can't set this to English, then I'm just fucked. The voices are going to be in English, but that's not going to help me because as I had an argument about one stream ago, voice acting is not really that important in the grand scheme of things for how overinflated gamers will make it sound. Okay, that's mono to stereo. I just heard it differentiate which speaker it's doing. So we're dealing with a false alarm here. I started the stream prematurely because of all the steps I did to make the intro a little bit fancy. I did not remember that I don't actually want to be playing Japanese spy fiction. I want to be playing USA spy fiction, which means changing another little option in here that is wonderful. Oh, that noise. Now, I remember that screen lasting longer. I think the more games you've played, the more save data you have on your memory card, and the intro boot fanfare, which is wonderful, will actually extend by maybe 3 or 4 extra seconds. Not a big deal in the grand scheme of things, but there is a noticeable difference between starting up a clean PS2 with no save data versus a PS2 with big chunky memory cards full of save data. Okay, I think we're already good because I didn't see the Japanese, what was it, a seizure warning or a age warning or something. Yeah. Wait, no, that text was okay. But the text on the bottom of the screen was Japanese in the proper Japanese version. It's always a mix. Technically a mix of 4 alphabets, come to think of it, from how much Romaji keeps showing up. I don't think I need to roll the R on that. Fuck off, George. So memory card slot 1 is gonna have save data from a worse time. Oh, wait a second. Maybe this one. Nanotech. Are you sure you wish to load the save file? Yes. However, let me see if the save state from the Japanese game carries over. No, it doesn't. They're like different ISOs, so it's not saving that. So we do have to do the beginning of Nanotechdyne Incorporated. Nanotechdyne Incorporated is the funniest fucking name they could have possibly given their evil spy world domination corporation. So, questions about how funny this game was supposed to be have arisen. And they are somewhat complicated questions. What we're seeing here is a very clear, low-budget imitation ripoff of Metal Gear Solid. And in the Japanese market, that's not as perceived as bad and horrible a thing as it sometimes is in the American, or Western? You know, I'm just going to say North American, actually. I don't know if British and German and Australian gamers rag on ripoffs. One person in Twitch chat brought up a very interesting thing. There was a whole lineup of like super cheap, mediocre PS2 games called the Simple Series that feels like it might have something to do with what's going on here, but not really. Oops. See this dollar store cue from James Bond here. Having fun with imitation is a more highly developed art form in the Japanese economy than in the West, where you can do something that's like kind of a parody but kind of earnest and also completely shameless about the ripping off, but it's not regarded as a genuine competitor. It's regarded as like an affectionate homage. And so this game is it's an amalgamation of popular stealth games from the mid-2000s. There's a disguise system where you can put on the clothes of everyone in the whole game and use it to sneak into areas that are off-limit, and that's like Hitman. You have a fully controllable 3D behind-the-back camera. Is that like Splinter Cell? I don't know. What kind of Splinter Cell stuff are we seeing in here? It kind of feels like Splinter Cell when you're hanging around on roofs and using the camera to track guys through shadows, but also not really. And I was expecting it to be more of a Metal Gear ripoff than I think what it actually turned out to be. We have something that could be a codec screen, but this is really quite ubiquitously contemporaneous to most PS2. Most video games from this era would have a cheesy little briefing screen to explain the mission instead of trying to do it all fancy with cutscenes like Metal Gear. And then Metal Gear has a codec screen that's not necessarily the same kind of cheesy briefing where a grid of like text, maybe a bit of a map. The character looks like Metal Gear. The kind of look of the game is very Metal Gear. Even the sorts of situations and rooms it throws you in is very Metal Gear. There's a supply closet with ketchup bottles and bags of flour and boxes of fruit that you can slap around and spill all over the room like in Metal Gear. It is a Metal Gear homage, but when I was a kid, I remember looking at this thing and tilting my head and being like, wow, this is blatant, this is shameless. I can't believe they would be so shameless about ripping off Metal Gear. And now look at this. This doesn't look like Metal Gear. As a matter of fact, I think this looks like Dead Rising. Why am I getting Dead Rising vibes from this? I think I'm getting Dead Rising vibes from Spy Fiction on 2003 for the PS2. From 2003 for the PS2. Oh, look at this Metal Gear-ass box we can crawl under. How do we crawl? How do we crawl? I forgot how to play Spy Fiction for the PlayStation Double. I absolutely remember a crouch button, not necessarily a crawl button. And I'm not finding it. This reminds me of Dead Rising because it is a Japanese, satire. It is a Japanese perspective on a Japanese exaggeration of what's weird about Western life and Western living. There's Western clothing in a very Western setting, but like, look at how clean everything is. Very clean. Japan is clean, so you know they just assume that everything's clean until you got to clarify. That's the default for them. So unless you're playing like Silent Hill 2, where it's extremely clear that society has fallen, there's going to be clean stuff. Man, okay, I'm getting Dead Rising vibes from here. And Dead Rising is a game where zombies are shambling around, tracking dirt on the floor, and you're supposed to believe that the zombie outbreak has been dirtying up the place for 3 days or so, but it still looks pretty clean when you're actually playing the game. People like stand around really stiff. They kind of exaggerate their role. Yeah, the costumes, the body language, and the cleanliness of the environments give a certain generation of mid-2000s Japanese games that take place in Western settings an identifiable vibe that is carried around across a lot of these games. Now I'm going to try to crawl because I don't know if I can actually do that with the disguise on. How do I get the thingy? How bad do I want the thingy? Aha! Okay, I don't exactly know why that took 2 attempts to work. I also need to find a box to wear a disguise in, and I need to take a picture of dudes and guys with which to make a disguise. So if I put as much distance between me and the dudes and guys as possible, and hold down the stealth button and maybe turn on the octo camo. There's a Gears of War wall cover button. You press this button close to the wall and your character tries to stick to it, but sometimes they ignore you. Okay, yeah. Okay, now with his back turned, maybe I have a bit more freedom of move. No, not necessarily. I have to press the L1 button in front. Oops. No, we're just going to load the game. So I also know that there's ammo in that box, and I don't need ammo because we're going to try to play it like a stealth game, like a real gamer. Oopsie whoopsie, I just loaded the wrong one. God fucking it, when am I gonna actually play games? I would like to relax and play games tonight, please. I had an interesting day. We did a voice chat session in Nebula for productivity. I'm working on 2 projects at once. That's fun. One of them is very cool. I have some good news to report about the mom situation and the condo HOA situation. A wonderful new bill has passed, and an awful new conclusion has been reached with my mom, and that is that we are found a place for her to stay. Talking to her on the phone at this point is almost. I mean, it's still worth my while, but the personality's gone. It'll be over soon. I feel like I've said that a lot. But it now looks like finding a sustainable and affordable permanent housing solution for her has arrived. That's what it looks like. Interpreting that. The condo tower is going to be subject to a wonderful new law that just passed a few days ago. And that is good too. No, no, no! No! Okay! I ordered an Amazon package that is going to have a new cell phone screen protector in it because I dropped my cell phone on the concrete street and now it looks like it got shot up by guns or something. So when I load up the Twitch chat on my cell phone and read it, I'm going to be reading through circular spiderweb-esque radial cracks. Oh man, I got the hiccups. That look like bullet holes. Ah! Why is it not loading? And then I did about 4 hours of work on the video. I did 90 minutes of reading of a book. I'm not exhausted, but I am tired. Okay. Oh, do I? I'll risk. Yeah. Look at this Metal Gear thing we're doing. Look at how it's Metal Gear, but not really. So even in Metal Gear, they made the grates look dirtier.
Dr. Casey won third prize in the Cowgirl Lotto last month. Tickets are $100 a pop. If you play that much every Thursday, you'd go broke. Yep, he's dropped a bundle.
Okay, so Dr. Kagan might be embezzling funds. That was an extremely Metal Gear-ass moment, but was it a parody or an affectionate homage or something? I don't know. So last stream, oh, look at this Metal Gear-ass life bar. The font, that is such a Metal Gear font. Look at this flat, this isn't even a skybox. This is just a texture. Someone said that if I played the Japanese version, I might enjoy a more comedic tone. But I tried the Japanese version and didn't really get that. Can I go up the chute? I cannot go up the chute. Will they spot me? Sidling along the wall. Like, one of these guys looks like he's kind of sort of looking in my direction. Where do I change clothes? Can I take pictures of them from here? I'm taking pictures of people with flash and exclamation points on the screen saying things like, Shutter Chance! Why is this reminding me of Dead Rising? Dead Rising is not a Japanese mediocre PS2 game. Dead Rising is a high-quality AAA Japanese Xbox 360 launch title, but it has the DNA. And we might not have noticed it in like 2005 when it came out, but with retrospect, there is something about this mediocre Japanese game from 2003 that is giving me vibes of Dead Rising from 2008. And when you look at the staff list in the lineage, I got Garbology number 3. Good. There is a weirdly twisted family tree of Japanese PS2 games made by Satellite Studios. I think that's the explanation here, but I don't know the exact details of the names and faces involved. But I think what's happening here is that in Japan in the 2000s, there was an economy of satellite studios, where game developers who had mild, indirect connections, I won't say mild, sometimes they're pretty direct, because Hideki Kamiya got a hold of one of these and turned them into Grasshopper manufacturer. People who stopped working at the bigger studios, or people who have not worked at the bigger studios but have ambitions to work at the bigger studios, or people who are trying their darndest and just not good enough to work at the big studios, will work at a satellite studio instead, where people from the bigger studios are going in and out. And they're making imitative products. They're making competitive products. They are following the leader, but sometimes people in former leadership positions will show up, and in subtle ways that I don't know if it is explained by culture or economics. Is it because we're seeing a satellite studio that may have had Dead Rising people involved that the game is giving me Dead Rising vibes about this depiction of service staff, people in service staff environments in a very American setting, but filtered through a very Japanese lens. Is that the economics or is it the culture? Huh?
Hey, watch it!
Okay. What am I doing? What am I doing?
You're not a guest.
Yeah, I work here.
Maybe you are.
What's the problem, officer? Anyways, I'm gonna punch this trash can for items because we are playing a Japanese PS2 video game from 2003, and that's just how these things worked. Can I kick my way into picking up the ammo? I'm not gonna take the disguise off again. That wasn't worth it. I like that they don't question.
Got the flash pencil.
I do?
It's a pocket-sized
The?
releases a blinding flash of light.
Oh,
For a quick getaway.
neat.
Hold down the square button and let go to throw it.
I can't believe you press square to shoot and throw grenades. That they shouldn't. They didn't have to. Oh, this guy's. I can't believe that they use little light bulbs instead of question marks. Ugh. The door here, it's so like it's teasing me. L1 is the open up the doors of the dumpster and get inside button. Aha! Ha ha! Oh, did I mention that the controls are like really weird? I'm gonna pick this because this is cuter. I don't know if it'll make a difference in terms of where and when I can go and why, but it's cuter, and that'll make the difference in terms of which one I pick. Do I press L1 to go in this room? No. A, X, square, triangle. A is the wipe the sweat off my brow button. My cell phone is playing me a commercial. Oh, right. Okay, so I'm going to want to take a picture of this guy. Boom.
Must be getting tired.
That's right. Now, while I'm at it, I should also take a picture of this guy. Can I get him to turn his head? So, the second level of this game is, intriguing me. The first level, I was completely uninterested in, if not outright disgusted by. I did not find it fun to play. The second level, I am finding fun to play. There's some interesting social stealth going on here, where I can make a risky move and have some fun with it. You do more Hitman Dead Rising stuff in the second level than the Metal Gear Solid stuff you do in the first level. In the first level, I shot guards in the back with silenced pistols to go down a hallway from A to B. In the second level, I'm positioning myself. Garbology. I'm learning the social systems of a nonlinear environment that is kind of realistic. It's built. We're not quite there yet, but here we go. This guy's gonna yell at me because I'm not wearing the right clothes. But when we go through the next door, the whole area is gonna open up with like an east wing, a west wing, several different floors you can go behind, and none of them are particularly locked out. Kind of like a realistic building's floor plan, instead of a hallway with you moving from point A to B with some arbitrary obstacles in the way. It's non-linear, it's a little more realistic. Let's be researcher. And it also eggs on some pretty funny interactions that are a lot more funnier than shooting guards in the back with silenced pistols. There is something funny about the hot femme fatale spy babe dashing into a locker and emerging as a nerdy scientist. Or, look at this! I can punch, kick him. They didn't bother developing their own physics middleware for like $2 million like Metal Gear Solid 2 did. But there are clear, absolutely clear, cute little homages like this. But the question I'm still not entirely sure of is how funny and cute the whole game is supposed to be. I quite appreciate those camera angles. I was told that the Japanese version would have a more funny tone that makes the game more in line with the Metal Gear spin-off, but I wasn't getting that vibes. Why does he have a weird tattoo on the back of his head, though?
The electron microscope's in the level 2 lab. You need a level 2 keycard to get in. Security's tight. Be careful.
I feel like I've also seen a similar way cutscenes work in Deadly Premonitions. That cutscene where the guy with the gas mask is eating coffee and the music is playing in the background and everyone's dialogue is all stilted and they're staying real straight and looking right at each other while talking. The way the camera moves, the way the audio cuts, the way the music accentuates the scene, and the way the characters wait for a long time to speak so you can hear this kind of deadpan comedy vibe to the music. There's a style here. I don't think I've gotten a fully complete explanation on what style I'm looking at, but I am seeing a style that with the retrospect we have nowadays seems absolutely clear. Were the same people involved? Were the same companies involved? What is it about spy fiction that's similar to Dead Rising and Deadly Premonitions? There is something here. I also actually have to listen to that because it's important. That's how you can tell it's a good game too. You actually have to pay attention to what people are saying and use my brain.
Contact the middleman to get that level 2 keycard. He's been snooping around for HQ. Protect him. He's sticking his neck out for us. Hook up with the middleman in the level 1 lab locker room. Sit there reading the Sports Weekly. He'll spot you and make contact. What? Why Sports Weekly? He's a football fan, of course. You stashed the Sports Weekly in the smoking area. It's to your right as you leave the cafeteria. The level 1 lab is past the smoking area, beyond the foyer. You got that?
Okay. This is a Hitman-ass task we have been given. We're going to disguise ourselves as several people who manage several layers of security keycards so that we can plant a newspaper in someone's path that'll manipulate their daily routine. In a way that will open up the mission objectives for us. Maybe I should, like, nudge him? Oh, wait, I know what to do.
Aim at the bad guy.
See? Like, look at what just happened.
Hey, watch it!
This is really funny, somehow. Okay, let me just stay perfectly still. I think it's the comedy, too. Like, if a Japanese game that takes place in the West is going for a certain lightheartedness, this might be the style that ends up coming out. Oops!
Send reinforcements!
Oh, god damn it! I accidentally pressed the controller stick. Alright, can I just, like, reset this room? Yeah, let's just die and restart. Spider grip. We're not going to equip any of those recovery items. Stun shaver. Okay, flash pencil. Oh boy, you got a target on people.
Come in, soldier. Do you copy? We've lost contact with one of ours. All squadrons, maintain post.
Maybe it's when they're going for a semi-serious tone instead of a straight-up comedy tone. This light-hearted Japanese portrayal of Western characters in Western settings who speak English. This kitchen is so clean and live in a remarkably clean remarkably clean world, everything considered. I would like to just die and restart, but maybe I should actually commit to the mistakes or something. System, no. Load data. Would it be faster to load the data and reload my progress, or wait for them to kill me and die and retry? I was wondering if I would stun myself with the stun grenade, but I guess that's not a thing, but that is going to be very good to know for the time I get in trouble and do want to commit to it. Good jiggle physics on the chef hat, by the way. While I'm waiting for the caution timer to go down and for the guards to kill me to death, I'm gonna check up on Twitch chat and see what's going on.
Clear. All squadrons, return to positions.
You're playing as an 18-year-old French Legion recruit, which is still crazy to me, yeah. Okay, a long time ago, Val825 posted a message that I think is absolutely hilarious. There is some weird cognitive dissonance when I see a very 2000s menu saying it's 2026. Are you telling me that this game takes place in 2026? Is that actually what's going on here? That is so funny. It's like Dreamcast vibe to it, but that's probably just the era, similar to early PS2. I think it has something to do with how high a resolution gets stretched over how big of a virtual space. As the console generations progress, if you go in reverse chronological order, you start to see games depict more clean environments because that works better with low texture detail resolution from PS2 games, where you could cram a scene with a lot of models, but every single model couldn't have a very high resolution texture, and they also couldn't have every texture covered with bump mapping that gives it all little bumpy, shiny details that change depending on how the light casts on them. There's a look. But it's beyond the look. It's like the way the characters talk, the kind of body language they're doing. There's also a remarkably detailed interest in bathrooms that Dead Rising and this game both share. At least this isn't Pissed with John Goodman. Penta Penguin, you're trying to help, but I already changed from Japanese to English. George has the phone of a hot chick now. The vents are fully lit. He took a screenshot of the vent. Those vents are full on perfect dark. Okay. Let me press continue, but I still wanna scroll all that Twitch chat that I've been missing. Oh right, why are we talking about No One Lives Forever? This came up apparently, but they're extremely different.
Oh, this looks good, doesn't it?
Totally different lineage. No One Lives Forever is a Quake-like. No One Lives Forever also... Yo! No One Lives Forever does walking simulator shit. No one complained back then. No One Lives Forever did Half-Life stuff and no one complained. It was, yeah, Half-Life does walking simulator stuff. No One Lives Forever is a spy game where you're a hot, sexy spy babe. Why are we talking about No One Lives Forever?
Hook up with the middleman and the level 1.
There is
Sit there.
situationally inappropriate music. The characters are speaking English with Japanese vocal direction, which means they're going to say it extremely clearly and slowly.
Why Sports Weekly?
And they're going to wait between the lines that they speak in order to save each line as a WAV file
Weekly in the smoking area.
that the game developers can use with
The level 1
particular timing that the vocal director doesn't necessarily have control over. When going from Metal Gear Solid 1 to Metal Gear Solid 2, you will notice a markedly different direction in both the vocal direction and the amount of time the actors say the lines because of this. Okay, so that's... Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to scare you with my clapping. That's one of the things that the Deadly Premonitions School of Design would have followed here. We have... I think I can remember a more reasonable explanation for the style. It's the Japanese vocal direction for English-speaking characters who are speaking English in an English-speaking Western environment. The voices are going to sound weird because it's a Japanese vocal director. The environment's going to kind of look weird because even though they have reference photos, they're still making Japanese assumptions behind how clean and organized everything's going to be. And they pause for about a second or two between every line because of some harder to explain vocal technical encoding technology where, unlike Metal Gear Solid 1 on the PS1, as a game developer, you want every line saved up individually because I think it cuts down on the amount of file sizes that are going to get transferred in and out of the memory as you go through. Oh my god, I'm getting so many election text messages! And it also gives the game developers more freedom and control over when the characters are talking, exactly when. And I think that ultimately is more important to getting the game shipped and working and technically polished than recording huge... It brings up a huge challenge, and you do notice this when going from Metal Gear Solid 1 to virtually all the others, because when characters give long speeches, it's going to sound weird. They're going to pause for a couple seconds in the long speeches, and in Metal Gear Solid 1, things flow a little more natural. That's two technical explanations I can think of. Beyond the satellite studio economy and the Japanese cultural stuff. The Yakuza games are so George-coded, I wish the playtime didn't scare... Come on, I've played hours of Yakuza games, I just haven't played through the whole entire series all the way through from beginning to end. I know what Yakuza is. Like Illbead, Blue Stinger, House of the Dead. There was another Dreamcast game with FBI agents, I forgot the name of, that sort of ballpark. Was it D2? So much work now in graphics is just making things look dirty. That's what The Last of Us is all about. No One Lives Forever 2 has a blue cover! That's why I guess we're talking about No One Lives Forever, because they're blue games from the mid-2000s. Because it's awesome, that's why we're talking about it. Also, it's spy fiction! Back in the day, games were more weird and experimental, no one noticed, and no one made any fuss. Before real-time decompression was viable on those older consoles, silence also took the same amount of data as speech, so pauses were wasteful. I don't want to play D2. Okay, yeah, if we can come up with explanations explaining the style that we're looking at, and I really think the strongest answer is ultimately going to be looking at the credits list of whose name shows up. One thing that's really important here is sweary. This is a sweary game, and you can kind of tell. But, Suda, right. The other Japanese game developer who's associated with this stuff is Suda, And this does not look and feel like a Suda game. Isn't Deadly Premonitions a sweary game? Let me look that up again. I get confused sometimes between Suda and sweary.
Triangle button to access the menu. It shows your position.
Yeah, it's sweary.
Your backpack is a GPS locator.
Why? It was right in front of me all along. This room even reminds me of the cafeteria in Deadly Premonitions. For like the first half of Deadly Premonitions, don't you walk through a cafeteria kind of like this, where there are big floor-to-ceiling windows? Okay, these aren't technically floor-to-ceiling, but they're like big windows, like 30-foot tall windows, looking outside at the green hills and the blue sky. The cafeteria is designed like a circular with staircases on either end. I swear I remember the cafeteria in the Deadly Premonitions Hotel having almost the same layout as this. And that weird, situationally inappropriate music that would drone on in between lines of characters speaking English very clearly and slowly, like this, were part of the game style. Is it square? Oops. Oh, I have to not press anything. If I wiggle the stick, they'll shoot me with guns.
Stand still, will ya? I guess you check out. Go ahead.
Yeah, Suda's not a mediocre PS2 games guy. I shouldn't be thinking of Suda. I should be thinking of Swear. I should not be getting them confused. This is a sweary game, and you can tell. That's all I have been saying for the past hour, just in far more less elegant language.
Go ahead.
Level 2 laboratory. Right, there's a map. There's a map I need to be checking. Oops. I think it's in the select menu. Nope. To triangle? Yeah, here it is. Okay, they'll flash my objectives pretty hard on this thing. But the first place I need to go to, if I remember correctly, is a locker room on the first floor. There should be objective reminders in here somewhere too. Not necessarily garbology. The hearing, middleman, nanoprobe? Is this all lore? Does this game have 5 pages of 16 lore entries? That's a lot. I'm gonna go on the first floor and take a look at the map screen. Never mind, I'm curious about this door. Let's equip a security tag. Oh, this is just gonna... There's no need to access. That just turns off your alert phases. Okay, so circle is the use button. And I want to go into the level 1 locker room where I'm going to swipe a level 1 newspaper. And maybe take a picture of a level 2 guard while I'm in there so I can disguise myself as a level 2 guard. Oh no, okay, the smoking lounge, I think, is where we're going to find our newspaper. And here is exactly where I left off last time, with the giant floating newspaper hovering 3 inches above the ground, of course. What do we think these posters are for? Heaven. Bach. Tempura. Unknown insect? God and air. Historical memes. This is from 2003. No one was using that word that way. They're using... Oh my god. What time is the... I am now answering questions about how to go to the polling place. Tomorrow I'm going to be voting in my hyper-local Atlanta elections, where I'll be voting against Marvin Arrington, who is processing foreclosures for the
Press the triangle button to select the sports
the condo building. I don't think there's any reason I shouldn't be allowed to say this, because this is extremely public information and not directly related. There is a lawyer processing foreclosures for this condo building who is also running for a city hall commissioner position of some kind. And something about that whole situation is raising enough eyebrows here that I've been telling people to vote against him tomorrow. We're doing... I think I would feel better as this guy. Huh? Yourself. I don't know what I did wrong.
You're not a guest.
Most of the times when this has happened, I just wait and it's fine.
You are. Sorry.
What is that? What is that noise? What does that icon mean? He's saying something, and we are hearing it with our ears. There's got to be something more complicated than that going on, right? Can I pee in the urinal? I would love to pee in the urinal to make my disguise extra interesting. But okay. I said earlier that this game was giving me Dead Rising vibes, and this is also a reason why. Japanese toilet tattered lottery ticket. This is popular, conventional, mid-2000s Japanese toilet humor. To have Metal Gear Solid does the very same thing, where the bathrooms are like ridiculously over-detailed and complicated, and also part of the game's systems. In Dead Rising, you save your game in the hyper-detailed bathrooms. In this one, you can change your disguise. Maybe that means he's distracted. Maybe that means he's easier to sneak around because he's whistling. Is he whistling a work tune to himself, and this is a generic placeholder sound effect used for other contexts where guards might be less attentive because they're distracted by something? I gotta relax and play a video game on Twitch. Can't be used here. Huh? Oh my god, if I bump into them. Oh, look at this guy's 2003 faux hawk. Oh, if I were young again.
Sorry.
Maybe after I raise up a bunch of money and get hair surgery in Turkey, I can look like that guy. Look at this Adam Sessler G4 2004 ass haircut. He walked into me that time. You watch it. What do you think you're doing? You shoved me, bro. With your douche faux hawk?
Call security.
Jesus Christ, everyone's an asshole. Okay, we have a newspaper. I think we put it... Okay, no, we get the newspaper from the smoking lounge to put it in the pathway of a guy... Can I get a reminder? I was talking through the cutscene. Intel item, not a weapon or tool. Oh my gosh! How the middleman will find you at the meeting point. Press EA time. Okay, so there's a middleman somewhere in this building. And he might be marked on the map, actually. Target forest, target microscope, locker room. So that was a bathroom I was just in. Yeah, there's another one on the opposite side. So I'm going to go down the hallway, take a left, go to the locker, the secured door to the right, and then left again. Nanotech 9 Incorporated! I think you have to eavesdrop on someone to hear what they actually have to say, but how to do that I haven't been able to glean. Maybe I point my camera at them from a certain distance? Level 1 laboratory. Jesus Christ, I'm fucking sorry. I don't even know what did I do? Ow. 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 Okay, maybe it is time to commit so I can like figure out how this game works. Alright, now I'm going to use my fancy spy gadgets. Can I please hide in here? That's right. Wait, should I take my weapons off? God damn it! Okay, how does it work? The disguise didn't work. Oh. I think it's going to be just as impossible to make a clean getaway as it would be in a Metal Gear game. Maybe I should just die. Yeah, we're just gonna die. I have not figured out. When they saw through the bathroom disguise change, my hopes were dashed. What? Wait, I'm still wanted. Okay. What do I do? Ouch! Man, this sucks. I would really, just like in Metal Gear, I would love if I could just retry. Is there a fake death pill in here somewhere? When did I make a save? Did I save after meeting the chef or what? Boy, this is amazing. Yep, that's right. So maybe it was because I was holding the stun grenade, but I wasn't holding a stun grenade. I was holding a pencil shaped like a pencil that shouldn't have arisen suspicion. I'm gonna unequip my weapons and see if... Okay, I'm wanted. Now let me just go the hell away. So one thing we learned in the last stream... Wait, does mopping the floor make me less suspicious? One thing we learned in the last stream is that this game breaks a rule that Metal Gear had squared away as early as the MSX games, and that is that when you go into a new room and you're kind of blind when you go through the fatal funnel of the door, they always make sure that you're not going to walk right into a guard sightline on the other side of the door. The NES version of Metal Gear Solid 1 broke that rule, and you can change. Maybe wanted means my disguise has been compromised? There's no timer ticking down for this wanted business. Uh-oh, I hear footsteps. I'm managing my off-screen space. Man, I don't fucking know! I'm just mopping! Oh my god! Oh!
Lost contact with one of ours. All squadrons, maintain post.
Hang on, I got an idea. Okay, so another thing I thought of is that if someone sees you do the disguise change, you might not be able to get away with it. Because someone saw me do the disguise change when I changed from security guard to cleaning lady. No one saw me change from security guard to office lady. The caution timer is going down. Why did they give her so much cleavage? I don't know if it quite, like, matches up with the... It's like... Whoever made the texture seemed like they thought she had bigger boobs than whoever made the 3D model. Anyways. Somehow we are in caution. You're just a poor janitor who got mixed up in this. Oh, I don't want to walk in front of those security guards for a while. I feel safe down here than I did around the corner. What does my A button do while I'm... Okay. Also, this is like remarkably pink attire for office lady. She doesn't necessarily look like she works here so much as she looks like she's a visiting journalist. Safety! Okay, so I guess that's how you do it. You, I wonder if I can, like... God damn it, I guess not. For a second, I thought I'd be less suspicious and more easily able to talk my way out of situations as a pretty lady than an ugly security guard man, but nope, it seems like the same rules still apply. I wonder what happens if you confront whoever's disguise you stole from them. Ah! Sorry, I accidentally got with... No! God damn it! Holy moly, this sucks. Wait, never mind, it's fine. We're good. I'm safe. Okay, I got the newspaper. Now I need to plant it in the locker room, right? Oh! Mission! Get the target's retina pattern. Meet the contact in the locker room. Gather data on Kaysen's password. Get the target's retina pattern. Meet the contact in the locker room. I want to explore the locker room. Alright, now. I need to try as hard as I can not to bump into anyone. Ooh. I like... Okay, I don't know if I'm quite digging the current fashion. Yeah. Hello. Goodbye. What's she got? Like, is that denim? And a black skirt? Black and denim is gonna suit our character way, way better. Okay, before... Wait, I could probably change in the locker room. Yeah. And I don't like this stupid little purse. We don't have pockets, do we? Does she have pockets? Oh, she also has a stupid little purse, so maybe not. Either way, we're not gonna stay wearing pink for too long. Level 1 keycard, right? Press. Can't be used here. What? Dude, fucking what? I'm just... Oh my god. Okay, lab coat guy? Do I need to be a lab coat guy? Shut up. I'm trying to punch him and get away like an... Ugh! I only have one of these grenades left. I think I just wasted it. I don't fucking care. It's better to die and retry than play through all that bullshit again. Okay, now I'm wanted. Yeah. What? What did I do? How does this game work?
Intruder alert! Strike squadron, move out! Intruder alert! Roger, strike squadron, move out! There you are! Cannot be. There you are! Cannot
Okay, so wanted means the disguise is compromised. We're gonna be woman B now. I liked her better anyway. Very strange walking animation. So my L1 button is look around. My X button is shrug. So there's a chance that if I walk in front of the woman whose disguise I'm copying, I might have to trigger an alert phase and kill 3 people and hide in the back. Ah! Ah! Jesus fucking Christ, that gave me a heart attack. Okay, we're almost there. No, we're not! We're back to 99! Yeah, let me hide around the corner. Okay. Yeah, I'm digging the outfit, but I'd rather have our face back, please. I should have just taken a picture of the clothes only. Can I walk in front of people while this caution timer is going out? Should I risk it? 42. 37. Okay, you can walk around. Wait, what's the eyeball on your HUD mean? Oh, wait, this is the men's bathroom. They're probably going to kill me for walking in this here. Okay, down here and to the right, I think is where I want to go. Oh, do not enter. Where's this gonna go? Damn, wrong way again. I don't want to risk walking in front of the lady whose disguise I copied. If it really is a fashion faux pas to walk in front of someone whose disguise I copied, and that's gonna make these security guards really fucking tricky. Okay, so this is a level 1 laboratory, and in my pocketbook I have a level 1 card. Entry key for lab 1! Its label reads P1, P2 Research Lab. Oh, maybe I need to be dressed up as a scientist. I do think I have a scientist in my clothing catalog. Okay, we're going back to the bathroom. We're going to turn into a scientist. Can we be a girl scientist, please? This is the women's room. Oh my god, the caution timer... No way! The caution timer goes all the way back to 100? When you enter a new room, holy shit, we're gonna be in caution mode forever. Let me put this. God damn it, now I have to sneak into the boys' room. I can't see what's around the corner. Ah. I can't even peek around the corner like in Metal Gear. Okay, maybe first person mode has got me. No, it does not. Also, I have lost my disguise. I kind of want to throw a grenade around the corner instead of actually... Hang on, I know I can preview what's around the corner. Okay, there were 2 civilians in there. My character auto-targeted the guy who signed up for that. We're gonna be researcher A now. The caution timer is going down. I'm good. I'm fine. I'm very proud of how I managed that off-screen space. See? With old PS2 games with weird cameras like that, you had to get creative. I actually did what I was supposed to do with that corner I couldn't see around. Holy shit. So, I am having fun playing Spy Fiction. This game sucks ass, but it's fun. And I was not having fun in the first level. I can confirm that I am having fun. We are hearing fun. Those laughs were genuine fun. Me getting shot in the face for fashion faux pas. Maybe I should shut up and think about what I'm doing here. And maybe equip the stun shave. Ooh, should I stun shave him first? And then try the door? I think the answer is yes. Maybe I can get behind him and choke him out before going through the door. I don't think I can get close enough to choke him out.
Get out of here. I won't be so nice next time.
Oh! The security alert for work. No! She's gonna spot. Okay, how is this gonna go down? Okay, we're good. We're good. We're fine. Level 1 laboratory. Let's go! I don't know if I had to destroy that guard, but that guard has been a big enough pain in the ass to make it worth it. That was, what, the third attempt, and it was finally the charm, but I don't know if I got in because I knocked the guard out or because I'm wearing a scientist uniform, so you know what the answer to both those questions is? It's yes. Okay, locker room is next. We're gonna plant a newspaper. Uh-oh, I think, graphics drivers just had a hiccup, and now OBS is gonna be unresponsive. I'm gonna look at the Twitch feed and make sure that, yep, we're still running. It looks like my webcam's still going. You should have went Spider-Man mode, Georg. I completely forgot about the spider grabbers. Extra dollars to fun confirmation. We still see the video, good. The caution timer resets every time you change. Yeah, this game is not polished. It's not well made. But and most of the fun I am having is from trial and erroring my way around a very strange system.
That's a minicam.
That's a
It's
minicam.
ultra-small camera fitted with a transmitter.
Don't I already have one of those?
Arms itself when you equip it. Press the square button to fire the transmitter. Press the R3 button to see what it's picking up. I tested this one out in the girls' locker room.
Ugh. Michael, aren't you supposed to be like at least in your mid-20s by now? Shouldn't you not be, let alone saying that in a professional context? We didn't come here for the mini cam though. We came here to, oops, plant the newspaper. Let me get that lab coat back on, please. Sam Fisher's cousin, Michael Baker. Good idea, mediocre execution. No, Token, no! This is a mediocre idea with mediocre execution, and the game developers were clearly having a bit of fun along the way, but I don't think they really could go out and have all the fun they wanted to have because they were meeting a tight enough deadline to be able to compete with Metal Gear and Hitman and Splinter Cell. This is a game for kids going to Blockbuster who wanted to rent Metal Gear or Splinter Cell or Hitman, and instead they were out of stock, so they come home with Spy Fiction. And it sounds like the developers knew that. So maybe I put the newspaper on the table? No fucking way, I actually triggered the cutscene correctly. Ha! Hello. Also, I didn't have to follow him around like an unscripted NPC. This was a cutscene.
Are you a fan?
Hello, fellow American. Are you a fan of American sports? You're a fan. Good. Here's the level 2 key card.
Press the card at the hallway door and you're in the clear.
You might need to tell me this again. I'm talking too much because of the stream.
Oh yeah, I've done some investigating. Dr. Kaysen buys a Cowgirl Lotto ticket every Thursday.
Oh
Here's
yeah.
the password.
Oh yeah.
Get the current one.
That's what the ticket was for. Okay.
Here's the level 2 key card. The level 2 lab. You can get there from the second floor of the cafeteria.
It is so funny, and it might be equally as funny for Japanese players as Western players, that he rewards you for giving him the sports page like this.
Every Thursday.
And also, what is a cowgirl lotto?
There's a new ticket every
That also sounds Japanese, like having the lottery be the sexy girl babe lottery. Sounds not unheard of, but more normal in Japan than it would over here. I'm gonna run to the bathroom. I'm giggling and laughing so much I'm a pissy little boy who's got to piss. I'll be right back. Right. One more time, Dr. Willie Washington. I'm just thinking of these names. Michael Baker. We have a Michael Baker. We have a Billy Bishop. Castle Wolfgang.
Here's the level 2 key card. It will get you into the level 2 lab. You can get there from the second floor of the cafeteria. Use the card at the hallway door and you're in the clear. Got it?
I was reading Twitch chat. I'm so sorry, guys. I know that when I stream games, I look like a complete and total idiot, and I promise I'm just a little bit of an idiot when I'm not streaming games, because it's always easier when I'm not. I actually need to listen to this and commit to memory, but I'm having a lot of fun with the game and the chat right now, so I need to flush all that fun away and actually listen to the game logic.
Level 2 key card. It will get you into the level 2 lab. You can get there from the second floor of the cafeteria. Use the card at the hallway door and you're in the clear. Got it?
Okay.
Oh yeah, I've done some investigating. Dr. Kaysen buys a Cowgirl Lotto ticket every Thursday. He uses the number as the password. There's a new ticket every week. Get the current one.
I was very
Do
tempted.
me a big favor. Return the key card. It's a royal pain to file a lost item report.
That's okay. I got 3 things to remember now. Use the lotto ticket for a keypad password at some point. He didn't clarify exactly when. And I think I got it. 1725-3. Get into the level 2 lab from the cafeteria, and I think I have the route memorized. What is this vent? Can I open this? Hey, can I take a picture of your pants without your face in it, please? I want to be a girl scientist. Clothing and face. Clothing only. Badoom. Bam. Hey, I heard a weird noise. Lab coat only. Oh my god, yes! Haha! Oh, that's beautiful. Let's keep this on for a while. God damn, I'm lonely. Where's the cafeteria? So we're gonna go right. Yeah, through the lobby. The lobby might be an issue. Oh, security terminal. That must be what SecTerm means. For a second, I was wondering if they were actually misspelling security team, but no, it's not that bad. It's security terminal. Yeah, go ahead, Ron Cinephile. Don't read his Wikipedia page, and then for the next 2.5 weeks of your life, play Deadly Premonitions like I did in 2018. I don't think I get it. I don't think I get Swery's appeal. He made Deadly Premonitions, and that was like a mediocre PS2 game, and everyone loved it because when the Xbox 360 generation was nearing its end, the era of mediocre PS2 games was on its way out. In the beginning of the Xbox 360 genre, if you loved mediocre PS2 games, you could play something like Dead Rising or Blue Dragon. The mediocre PS2 game talent was given a lot of budget, and they had a lot of experience, and they knew how to make really good games. And some really good games in the style of mediocre PS2 games were coming out. So I guess if you wanted a real, authentic mediocre PS2 game, Deadly Premonitions would have felt like something new and amazing at the time. But when I played it on the Nintendo Switch years later, I don't get it. Afterwards, Swery made some indie games that actually got kind of mixed appeal. And I never played any of those, so I don't know. I don't know a lot about Swery. I don't know Swery. I believe if we're talking Deadly Premonitions, then I might know that style, because I grew up playing a lot of games like that. In fact, as a matter of fact, as much riffing as I've done on this, I feel pretty right at home here. The camera's nice to have. But that's just because I'm used to mediocre PS2 games where the camera's going to be planted on top of the ceiling and not doing it with the same care and attention and aesthetic care and aesthetic attention, crossing over with just enough playability that the Metal Gear games give you. The security alert for... Oh, they go down over time! Or is it over rooms entered and exited? Because they did play that message as soon as I exited a room. Either way, it's good to know that... Hang on a second. I figured out a good trick, though, and that is that our character is going to look way better if we don't take pictures of other people's face. Look at this asshole. He looks like a... Like if Duke Nukem got an MBA instead of an FPS. I don't like this man, but I might like our girl in that suit. This lab coat thing, it's just, I can't... We're keeping this one on for a while. Smoking lounge, elevator hall... Right, born from Buddhist monks, Swery lived in a temple in his childhood. He first got his monk license in high school, but only became a certified Buddhist monk in 2016 when, I don't know. But you would think with a background like that, the games would be interested in, like, existentialism or spirituality or something. The guy evidently is interested in that stuff, but the games really, in my mind, sound like someone... Feel like someone going into work, clocking in, doing a paycheck, following the trends is the more important thing I want to dig at here. Because this is imitative, and Deadly Premonitions is imitative. Twin Peaks is popular, so we'll imitate Twin Peaks. Stealth games are popular, let's imitate stealth games. Artsy indie games about transgender people are popular, let's imitate those. But it seems like in all these instances, what comes out is kind of mediocre and weird. Deadly Premonitions AF cafeteria. Okay, so somewhere in here is the entry to the level 2 lab. Is it to the southwest there? I feel like I didn't come from the door I just came out of. And I feel like I'm not looking at the direction I'm looking at on the map. The level layout is symmetrical, clear and clean. It's kind of realistic, but I'm having problems getting lost. Maybe because I'm seeing a lot of textures repeating, particularly those hallways with the do not enter signs at the end of the dead ends. Yeah, there should be like a dead end nub. Okay, maybe they're squishing the two floors together. I'm curious to see what's in this little nub. Here it is. Are we still streaming okay? Firefox tab crashed. My computer's acting up. I think I'm still streaming, but I'm gonna have to restart Firefox. How's my smartphone doing? It's always fucking something. Something. Okay, we're back. Standing in front of the door. Stream is still up. You become one with your environment. You exist as the things you come into contact with, like the game Everything! Well, that's not a level 2 door. Oh, will everyone get weirded out if I crash through? Can I jump down? You can't jump down, you can only stumble and then pull yourself back at the last second in an automatic animation you have no control over. Level 2 laboratory! Uh-oh. These guys have been a problem, but you know what? 15 minutes ago, I found the solution. Fuck you. I'm not even risking it. He won't remember a thing when he wakes up, nor will he think that his unconsciousness was suspicious.
I've got intel from Samuel. Kaysen goes to the cafeteria at the same time every night.
Oh, is that Kaysen?
His only exercise. He's
Oh, they're making fat jokes because it's 2003. You're allowed to do that.
scanner while he's there. He can't suspect anything when he returns.
I might need to hear this again. Back in the day, you had to pay... God damn it, this is so fucking nice. Back in 2003, when characters in video games told you something, you had to fucking listen! From 2009 and onwards, they just put a little waypoint that would follow around when you move the camera. You just follow the waypoint and don't think. But no, I have to remember that he told me that there's going to be a silly fat guy in there who I should follow around and set up a retinal scanner at the end of his routine. Now, there was a keyword, a noun I missed. I think it was bathroom. Maybe when he goes to the bathroom, we set up the retinal scanner. We gotta scan his retinas. Hey, did the characters in Deadly Premonition make this noise? This, like, ambiguous, mumbling, murmuring? I can't get over how good our character looks in a lab coat with khakis. The khakis go with the blonde, the white accentuates the blonde. Blonde girls with glasses is a good time. We're losing track of him. Okay, I'll try this again more peacefully. Maybe it's the running that makes them suspicious? That's mean. If they make you do a slow PS2 walk to not set off the guards, that's going to be kind of mean. Oh, remember, this is so nice. To make your character walk, you just push the stick slightly. I don't got to hold a button down, nor do I have to do the opposite of what I do to make the character run. You just push the stick slightly and you walk. You push the stick all the way and you run. Eddie, hello. Okay, so he walked to the cafeteria, not to the bathroom. He back in the lab here? No, and I think maybe I missed bathroom. It's the cafeteria I set the retinal scan up at, maybe? Did he actually show up down here? I want to point out, this is interesting. Games where you... Yes, he is. Games where you follow the NPCs around on a schedule are always really interesting. Okay, how do I eavesdrop? Yeah! Okay, but we gotta scan his eyes. I'm going to hold it here for a second. Last time we eavesdropped on someone, we were in first-person view and we were looking at them through a vent. Not working. Wait a second. Guys! I think we get 1 frame of jiggle physics when turning the camera on and off based on the pixels of her ID card moving slightly. No way. Can you become Chef Girl? We're gonna try. Wait. Let me take the picture of just his clothes. Okay, I'm gonna look away, but hang out kind of close to them. Oh, maybe I press L1. Yeah, I'm minding my own business. Yes! Okay, he likes coffee.
My secrets go with me to the grave.
You have acquired Forrest Kaysen's voice data.
Metropolis again. He weighs 300 pounds. How does that ship get off the ground?
Okay, I figured it out. I'm learning how to play the game, and I'm having a fun time learning it. So L1 is kind of sort of a catch-all stealth button. You press L1 when you don't have a disguise on, and your character does the wall hug and turns their octo camo on to be sneaky. When you do have a disguise on, you press L1 and your character takes out a newspaper, a broom, chemicals from a lab, and does something that makes them less suspicious. It's makes sense. So you hold that button down to eavesdrop on people, and that's what the icon means. I'm gonna get tips from them. And the dialogue is fucking hilarious. It's this mediocre PS2 game Japanese dialogue where they say things like, oops. Where they say things like, hey, I like coffee. How do you make it? Trade secret.
Maybe you are. Sorry.
Okay, so let me L1 eavesdrop on him.
Kaysen met with some shady-looking characters yesterday.
That's not the same guy who was gasping.
Company. Now he's dealing with wolves.
It also is echoing like he's thinking to himself and I'm reading his thoughts. Ah! Okay, let me run around. He doesn't care about running. It's the lab coat. That's what puts his mind at ease. If you wear a lab coat, he won't suspect a thing. Okay, so I got his voice data. Let me take another look at the map. Mission. Get the target's retina pattern. Get a current lottery ticket. Do I have the wrong one in my pocket? I thought I already did that. Oh. Oh, is this how you can see around corners? That's really weird. Okay, let's be a little sneaky about it and put it where someone's not likely to look. Press R3 and move it around. Follow your targets. Oh, Splinter Cell Chaos Theory had these. Sticky cam. Is it gonna save if I leave the room and come back? What happens if I try to watch it from a different room? Cannot view. Okay. Pretends like I'm out of radio range or something like that. Oop. Like to quick whip. I kind of have visibility on him anyway from the balcony. I don't know. Eh. Uh-oh. That's who I'm copying, isn't it? Oh no, that's me! I don't think he's moving. Alright, now what's this retinal scanner description say? Vita grip. It says press O to use when appropriate. Equipment room. What's this gonna be? Got a Resident Evil camera. Oh, hello. No, I don't want to get the face. Don't mind me. I'm just doing extremely normal things. Oh, Eddie. Your face smells like beef-flavored toothpaste for dogs. Yeah. Ugh. Okay, it doesn't smell a hell of a lot like it. There's just a hint there. I stand corrected. Okay, let's just get a picture of this woman without her face in the frame.
Some equipment room. Look at all this stuff. Kaysen could hide anything in here. Look for the password.
We already... It's the lotto ticket. Okay, why did the camera show us the certificate? Ooh, nice monitor. What an animation.
Hey, you there. What are you doing here? You look okay. I won't call security.
Okay, now... Why did they show me this? Oh, can you not put them on the ceiling at all?
Hey, you there.
I don't know. It says safety. Should I shock her?
Police.
Yes. Dun 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 dun.
Help!
Intruder alert. Strike squadron, move out.
I have 3 bullets. It's been a while since something like that happened. Oops. Time to use those 3 bullets. I can't jump down! No! Oh, I have 11 bullets. I stand corrected. Fuck! There we go, finally. Also, the electric razor is probably a better melee weapon than the punch kick. Alright, I did it. The day has been saved.
Lost contact with
What am I doing in here?
guard.
I was gonna plant the retinal scanner somewhere, get the target's retina pattern, get a current lottery ticket. Is there a lottery ticket in this room? It's gonna be floating and spinning around in circles. I can't miss it. Oh, maybe I should punch the painting. Maybe that's why they have it highlighted. Oh man, my video game intuitions win again. Also, I'm gonna try that kit.
The password. Good job.
Nope.
Now we need Kayson's retina scan. Time to set up the retina scanner on the level 2 lab electron microscope.
Electron microscope. Okay, that makes sense. He's gonna have to mash his eyes onto it. So we're gonna like replace. We're gonna tamper with the machinery. Target microscope. Caution 30%. Let's get the caution down to 0 before going out the door. Huh? No, what? Ooh, where? How? I was octo-camoed. What the fuck?
We might have an intruder. All teams, search the area.
Did he see me through the cracks in the door? Getting out of here. Uh-oh.
Someone help! Roger, strike squadron, move out.
You know what? This is fine. This is better than if I didn't die. This is the kind of game where if you go into a new room and immediately die, you refill your health bar when you press retry. So I totally got spotted while my octo camo was on. But I'm also realizing, yeah, let me put the gun away. Now, is there something we can do about the shadow? Because your character is still casting a pretty big, obvious shadow on the wall. Oh, can I eavesdrop? I'm holding L1, you can tell because I'm crouching. Okay, there's a microscope in here somewhere. Also, I thought electron microscopes aren't actual optics. I thought that you don't put your eyes into a viewfinder. It makes a digital image based on how the electrons bounce off the surface of what you're scanning. They might have just wanted to come up with a fancier word than regular-ass microscope. Because I think what we're actually going to be looking at is a regular, ordinary... a fancy lab microscope, but electron microscopes don't look like microscopes, right? They just look like big boxes with the little pointer at the bottom that you point at the thing, but you don't stick your eyes inside them, right? Right? I don't know. I've never used one because they're like $1 million and at university labs only, but that's what I remember reading in the textbooks when I was a wee babby in the education system. Okay, where secretary... Where would a disguise spot be? Secretary's... Did I disguise myself as the secretary? I miss being a lab lady. My character's fashion sense as a lab lady was something else. Ah! I hate that my initial reaction was to press the shoot button. Damn it, I can't escape. Alright, we're gonna have to electric razor these two guys again. What kind of health packs do I got? We're running out of health packs. You know what we're actually gonna do? We're just gonna get out of here. No! Okay. Alright, how long is it gonna take? That's right. Oh! Oh, this is kind of cool actually now. That's right. Well, as soon as the search is done, I'm dashing into the locker room. Hey! God damn it, just when the game made sense. Okay, I mentioned this earlier. You can tell it's not a real high-quality game because you can walk into a new room and get fucked like that. I just punched my way out of the room. Are they still gonna be fucking me in here? Okay, looks like they're not. Ow! God damn it! So I just actually, you know, we're just gonna get ourselves killed here. This is where we want to be. In the locker room, we can change into a real disguise again because that seems necessary. Hey, I had the healing item equipped. God damn it. So we need to put on a lab coat, go back to the level 2 lab, plant the retina scanner on his normal ass microscope, but he's bragging to his friends about how it's actually an electron microscope. I'm curious. I'm more curious about how this is gonna work.
Hey, watch it! You're not a guest.
Aw, she looks like a cute chef too.
Sorry.
Okay, they won't suspect a thing if I'm a chef in the level 2 labs. Is the health pack a yogurt pouch? Yeah, it kind of looks like one of those, right? A bladder?
Hey, watch it!
Maybe chefs in the lab is not such a good thing.
Get lost, or I'll call security.
Okay, I think that means change disguises. Should I be one of them? I don't think anyone cared when I was a cute lab girl with khaki pants. Let's go be a cute lab girl with khaki pants. Receptionist A. Oh, did I lose it? Forrest Kaysen might just be the pragmatic solution here, yeah. However, didn't I not take a picture of his face deliberately? Let's just take a peep. Oh, that doesn't look bad. I still like the lab coat better. But, I wouldn't keep this on too long either. I don't like the heels. She's probably uncomfortable. We'll be Forrest Kaysen. Actually... Oh, he heard the noise, I think. The shutter, the camera noise. Oops. Didn't hold the button down long enough. Lab coat B. Yeah! I, have some comments about how professional her workplace attire is, but I don't think the boys will mind in the lab. Yeah, see, they don't mind. Oh, I get it. I have to find a way around. Ventilation duct. A weird way to look at a map screen. Okay, that's a fake decoration door. Wait, no it's not. There is a vent shaft connection to the microscope room. It looks like I gotta go through from the locker room. Oh, Eddie, you're so sweet. You're just so sweet. Whoa, sorry, Eddie. Secretary's office, high security zone hallway is also way in there. Maybe I break the covers on the vent with my fists, like a mid-2000s PlayStation 2 video game hero would do. Ken Diamond, surprisingly high resolution text. This is good gameplay comedy. Hello, fellow scientist. My name's Ken Diamond, a brown-faced man. That's right, I'm Ken Diamond. What's your name? Boiler room is off limits. Oops, what's going on here? I triggered a cutscene.
We're working in here. This is a restricted area. Top secret.
I don't think 11-year-olds are allowed to work.
Top secret zone.
Oh, it's a woman.
Crawling with rats.
And she is proudly, loudly shouting about the secret room installed in the boiler room. Okay, is the boiler room... That door is fake. It's not a real door.
We're working in here. This is a
I think that guy might be onto me if I get too close to him. He might know. He might know that I'm wearing a clever Ken Diamond disguise. Did you give up on the Japanese version? Yeah. You gotta read the text in this game. You gotta read the descriptions of your weapon gadgets to use them correctly. Oh, I need to take my disguise off to crawl in vents. That's... That's how video games work! Wasn't too different from this one. No, it's the text. It was just the text. It was not very different, yes, but I wouldn't mind sticking with it if it weren't for the text. I need to be able to read item descriptions to be able to play the game correctly. Oh, what was that little tilt the camera was doing in here? Yeah, when you tilt up and down, camera gives you a little Dutch angle. Metal Gear doesn't do that. Wait a second. Shouldn't I be more disguised than this? I need to turn invisible. I need to turn invisible. Okay, I'm invisible now. Alright, microscope. Oh, wait a second. You know what I actually should do? Fucking save data through the menu on my memory card. Holy shit. I've penetrated deep into the enemy layer here. I don't want to have another fiasco fuck up. I should have actually kept that so that I can... Resume. Alt-Enter, PCSX2, save state, slot 0. Alt-Enter again. Exit, hold L1. Analog stick is not listening to me sometimes. Controls in this game are very unrefined. It's kind of weird going back to old PS2 games because a lot of games had very rough, unrefined, unresponsive controls, but surprisingly high mainstream production values. And this is one of those. The controls feel way worse than the graphics look. Okay, when he moves... Oh, there's my locker, my disguise locker. When both of them move, I can dash in there and put on the lab coat. I can put on my Ken Burns disguise. Ken Diamond, was it? Ken Diamond, yeah. Dun 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 dun. Actually, even better. Dun dun dun. Oh, is this it? Okay, from what I remember from the high school textbooks, an electron scanning microscope should look like this.
Cason's a crook. Dr. Coleman discovered that virus. Suddenly, Dr. Coleman's gone, and Cason's taking all the credit.
They started moving, and I immediately wanted to dash out of there. They might accidentally bump me and trigger World War III. Oh, is it right here? No. Oh, wait. Hang on. Actually, is this it? That looks like a microscope. Aha. Oh, wait, no. Retina scanner. Why is it? Oh, I gotta unequip the spy tool. This can't be used here. That's not it. Are we gonna put the eyeball scanner on a electron microscope that looks more realistic, but I guess, is that supposed to be the viewfinder at the bottom? Is that where you stick your eyes? So what I remember from high school is that these things don't actually have viewfinders. You press a button and then it makes a computer image. Yes! There is a viewfinder. I wish I got to play with an electron microscope at some point in my life before I die. When I was a kid... Microscope? Timing is everything. When I was a kid, my parents got me a microscope for a present one year, and it was one of the best goddamn gifts you could ever give a kid. I played with that thing for hours. Man, I loved looking at my bodily fluids under that microscope. Some of my precious childhood memories are over here, and my parents argue about whether or not I'm hurting myself or pursuing a scientific interest. And wait, this probably isn't appropriate. Pursuing a scientific interest, and I assure you, is a scientific interest. When I was a kid, I would prick my finger and look at the blood under the microscope, and it was very educational and normal, I assure you. But it freaked the parents out. You know what? Even better. Good. I wanted to freak the parents out. It's fun freaking your parents out when you're a kid. I have a feeling like if you're a parent and you give your kid a microscope for a gift, they will like never become an anti-vaxxer. They will never become a science denier. They will never roll their eyes if you tell them to wash your hands. Like, actually looking at the germs and seeing that the germs exist is really fucking important. And knowing that it's not a conspiracy, pricking your own finger and seeing the blood cells, or putting a drop of your own water and looking at the germs, or getting a drop of pond water and looking at it full of germs is an extremely important learning experience that every human being on fucking planet Earth needs to have at some point in your life. Please buy your kids microscopes and encourage them to play with them like toys, even if they're going to prick their finger and look at their blood through it. I'm wearing a lab coat. I belong here. Okay, so power switch for the retina scanner will only occur when target is looking into the scanning device. Ah! Ah! Oops.
Hey, watch it! Hey! Send reinforcements. reinforcements. There's an intruder.
Nope. We're loading the save. Hey, wait, there's a faster way I can do this. Load state. What though? Cancel. Dun 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 dun. Okay, what was it? Kevin Diamond? Why did the Garbology report show up? Ugh.
Kaysen is returning. Hide. Watch him carefully. Hold down the circle button when he looks into the microscope.
Can I do this with a spy cam?
The scanner will relay the image instantly. When it does, leave. Got it?
Do 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 do. Oops. No! God! Hold down L1 and quickly spin. Okay. Okay. I don't know if I'm allowed to press circle while in the spy camera view. These spy camera thingies are neat though. I have a feeling that these would have been very useful in Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3 where the camera's all crazy. How would they explain it in Metal Gear Solid 3 though? Yeah, I'm mashing O and nothing's happening. O, 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 O. Do I have to get closer? I think so. Can't get too close though, that's how I got alerted last time. But it seems like the other scientists don't mind. I'm gonna try getting... No! God damn it! I would like to get a little farther from him. Feel safe. Not working, I gotta get closer.
Great. Now we can access the computer. It's almost shift change. Time to move out. Go to the rendezvous in the underground parking lot.
Oh, cool. Oh man, are we like exfiltrating where we gotta do all that again, but from the other direction? I'm gonna do it funny. Don't mind me, normal man passing through. Oh, they're not questioning me. Top secret division? Is this a fake door or a real door? Looks like a fake door. It's marked for some reason. It's glowing orange. Rendezvous point. Cafeteria, kitchen, baggage storage area, hallway, underground parking lot. Okay. Top secret division. Chief room. I guess if I really wanted to be playing things cool, I would I would want to put on the maintenance cleaner form. Oh shit, let's get out of here. But I'm sorry, I'm kind of disoriented. This place is very disorienting. So with a different disguise, I'm kind of curious actually. What's Forrest's Why did the background change?
They call me Mr. Chemical.
I love his voice actor.
You don't have it in you.
Why does the angle and pose and background keep changing?
I knew it. A spy.
Whoa.
Seize them.
Whoa, look at how artsy and dramatic things are. Why are we in the black void? This game is so fucking weird. Oops.
Who the hell are you?
Okay, I went too slowly. I would like to eavesdrop on him. I was pressing the eavesdrop button and it wasn't working.
Coleman had no idea what she stumbled on. It took my genius to recognize it. All this virus is gonna make me rich.
Okay, so he did steal the credit of the other scientist, as was explained in another eavesdrop. There's something to collect in here, and I'm so fucking curious. Let me take the disguise off, and let me equip the gun.
Hold on. Kill the target, our mission is a complete loss. Didn't you learn anything at the firm?
Okay, new plan. Take the disguise off. Disguise might not actually be a very good thing here. Man, I bet it's the stun grenades I'm missing. If I had stun grenades, I might be able to get him. Good thing he doesn't hear me jumping up and down. Ah!
What the devil are you doing? Who the heck are you? You don't belong here. Guard!
Oh, he's waving for the guards, and the way his arm is modeled kind of looks like he might accidentally twist his whole arm off. Oh my god! Okay, with the camera close up on him, where you like just saw him from the neck up, it looked like he was riding a bull at a rodeo. But no, he was waving for the guards to come over. This fucking game. Okay, now... maybe I get him out of the room is what I do. Can I punch kick him? Ah!
What are you doing? Who the heck?
Yeah, that's so good there are specific game overs. The first level to this game was fucking awful, but the second level of the game is kind of impressing me in the way that, like, a janky Half-Life mod doing something cool would impress me.
An intruder. Full alert.
Oh no. Oh no. So, I'm guessing the solution here is either a stun grenade or sneak in here when he's not in here and grab his little collectible. Looks like a lottery ticket. I feel like there's a cowgirl there. Let's zoom in camera. Didn't I get all the relevant lottery tickets that we're gonna need? Wait, we didn't end up using those, actually. I wish I could just grab it and then game over and not commit to it. It's just curiosity. The curiosity is killing me. Okay, we'll try doing it more legitimately now. I think you already have the one you need, yeah. Or can you be in a different disguise? Good! Thanks for mentioning it. I didn't even think about it because it's kind of a pain. You gotta go across 2 rooms. Level 2 laboratory, right. We're gonna have to backtrack our way out of here. I thought there was a faster way out, but I think I gotta go through the tunnels, kitchen and shit. Chef's jacket, receptionist. Let's be the receptionist. The body language in this style of game is so funny. I think it's a Japan thing. Hey. Oh, there it is. An expired lotto ticket. Thank you, 10 Elements.
What are you doing here?
I don't know. Oh. Wait, I'm good?
Who the hell are you? Well, if you don't have business here, get out.
Yeah. I don't have business here, and I'm gonna get out, and that's... I just stole your expired lotto ticket. What is the point of the expired lotto ticket? Did we end up using those? You can't crawl in vents while having a disguise on. What are you, crazy? And yeah, the lighting in these vents is very bright. The JPEG screenshot they use to make the skybox effect is so cute. I'm getting it. I'm in the groove. This is session 2, and I think I now understand what this game is trying to do. But unambiguously, this game is trying to ape something greater than itself on a budget. Simple series Metal Gear Solid does describe what's going on here. We are going back for the best uniform, though. I'm so glad I picked the girl character too, because that makes this so much funnier. Wait, does it? Yeah, no, it does. They specified in the menu you have less disguise options as the boy character. The boy is uncomfortable with cross-dressing. The girl, on the other hand, she is perfect at it. Yeah, this is funny. This is a funny game. Kind of fun game. I bet those kinds of drop-downs are where you use the Rappel kit. And I think the best disguise was in the main atrium where the front door of the building proper is.
I wonder when Dr. Coleman's coming back. This place has gone to the dogs.
Okay, so the fat scientist is bad. He's stealing credit and apparently not good at managing the lab. Okay, now where was she? Was she in the bathroom and knocked out on the floor when I took the picture? No, that's the pink girl. I didn't like the... Sorry. They stop you in your tracks. I was just gonna... Hey, no! God damn it. I finally understood how this game works. And you can tell, because I'm shocking ladies in the bathroom. I need to find a lady scientist wearing khaki pants. And I guess that would be like in some kind of lab room? Oh, maybe she was eating at the cafeteria. Another way you can tell I'm having my own fun is another way you can tell I'm having fun is that I'm coming up with like these player-driven mini objectives that are just having fun. Oh no. This is it. It was not a lady. That's right. I like how he just had a sixth sense. No, he didn't. He heard the shutter. So the shutter keeps feeling like a non-diegetic noise, but it really is diegetic, isn't it? It's, if it was like echoing off the walls or something. Oh, wait a second. This is the wrong bathroom. They didn't even raise the alarm. It said safety in the corner. If you walk in the wrong bathroom, they just start blasting. Oh, man. Lab coat B. I think that's who we shall be. Nope, that was Kevin Diamond. Lab coat C. Is this who we're gonna be? Yeah. Can't believe they are carrying while taking it. Grab the khaki outfit off the dude with the faux hawk. But it's really important that you don't take pictures of their face. I don't know if it makes a difference in terms of gameplay, but in terms of my own personal judgments of what sort of image I want to portray to people, I like keeping our character's face on by default. Okay, now we need to go to the kitchen where the big happy black chef guy with the jiggle physics on his chef hat were. See if I can remember how we got there. Smoking lounge is the one that has the bathrooms in it. Okay, it was in the back of the cafeteria. And the cafeteria is on, like, the opposite fucking end of the building where I'm going through. There's no sprint button, by the way. Before big, giant open-world games full of huge swaths of unused space existed, sprint buttons weren't so ubiquitous in video games. This game does not need a sprint button because you would be running into walls so much. What is it? 10:07. Do I want to go for another hour and 20 minutes? So the kitchen, if I remember, was on the first floor. Through out the other door. Aha! Hang on a second here. I'm gonna make a save state. OBS is not well right now, but I just might be able to get a window capture of a YouTube playthrough of Deadly Premonitions. Oh, Firefox is all frozen up. Say the buttons by name. Ken Diamond is talking up the receptionist. Sly Dog. You grab the khaki outfit. Okay. It took a very long time to wake up, but Firefox is now responding. I'm gonna bring up a YouTube playthrough of Deadly Premonitions because I think that when Swery65 was loading up his map editor and realized that the Deadly Premonitions Hotel has a cafeteria. I think he might have just taken his mouse and dragged a box over the cafeteria in Spy Fiction and copy-pasted the map level data into the level editor for Deadly Premonitions and just Control-C, Control-V'd more tables, bigger windows, and then Control-S'd all those surfaces and changed them to the Deadly Premonitions texture set.
Well, Mr. Morgan, I better start cleaning up.
The sky out the window looks pretty similar. All right, let me see if I can jury rig an OBS capture. I don't know if this is gonna work because I can't really see what I'm doing. OBS is no longer a WYSIWYG user interface experience. Screen itself. Control D, Control R. Oh, the stream's not cropped properly. I can see that much. Yeah, it's not centered. Transform, center to screen. Transform, let me walk around a bit. There we go, there we go. Transform, center to screen. Okay, now, yeah, similar graphics for the image used for the outside. What else do we got going on?
You just take it easy. I'll bring your coffee out in a moment.
Thank you, Polly.
We're not going to get a good
I am very particular about my coffee. The very
look of the cafeteria from here.
I understand. I'll be right back with it.
But there's a similar... I was talking about this music and the way they talk. Yeah, it's uncanny. We really are playing something cut from the same cloth here. How do his weird indie games that are artsy-fartsy and crowdfunded work compared to this? Because this is all... The sweary aesthetic we are experiencing is all the result of economic compromise. And now he's doing imitation. He is imitating Twin Peaks.
K in the coffee.
That was not a good scene of the cafeteria that I'm looking for, but I am happy to see that the vibes really are there. Sinner's Sandwich. Okay, that's a diner. All lunch scenes at the sheriff's department. Breakfast with Polly. Maybe I should look up Deadly Premonitions apps. Full map of Greenvale and all locations. Deadly Premonitions hotel map. I'm remembering the hotel being the hotel cafeteria in particular being a bigger deal than it must have been. I remember walking through that cafeteria every day in the game as part of a routine where you would like walk out of your character's room and then through the cafeteria and have a cutscene with the old lady who runs the hotel. And they would always mention how big and empty it was, even though there are only 2 people in there. The table is selling that. Maybe I should be skimming through a playthrough? By the way, I also tried playing Deadly Premonitions on PC and I couldn't even get the game to launch. Okay, here we go. We're exploring the hotel.
Play such exciting channels like. We also have pictures of flowers, and a butterfly. Now, I think this is a map. A simple guide to green.
So, does Swery's weird artsy-fartsy crowdfunded indie art games do the mediocre PS2 game thing like Deadly Premonitions does?
I haven't really ever explored the town store. It's like a developer reference, but I don't quite get it. I have a feeling it's like a developer reference, but I don't quite get it.
Okay, here's a kitchen scene. The big dining room, but I remember a cafeteria with big windows looking outside. Am I remembering a different area from Deadly Premonitions?
Despite the fact that this room is virtually the same as mine. In fact, there's a few differences. Obviously, there's not my personal stuff here, and the bed is.
Honestly, though, it's been a while since anyone has stayed here.
I couldn't help but notice. Aside from you and me, there seems to be no other guests.
Oh yeah, there it is.
What's that?
Big and empty, and there's no other guests.
The salt's in that white shaker there.
Thank you.
Ah.
I was wondering if there were any other guests.
Maybe you were thinking of the mansion in Deadly Premonitions? Deadly Premonitions Mansion. A semicircular room full of eating tables with big windows on either side. Semicircular, it might have been octagonal. Come on, come on. I'm not getting any younger.
Yeah, my hip shot tactic doesn't work anymore. Holy shit, this one never ends. Okay. Yes, I think we have one side quest left in the game that we can do before...
Harry's Mansion. Okay. The words aren't ringing much bells, but the graphics are. I think I played the third of this game in an airplane.
In here, I want to say. Okay. 3...
Premonitions Cafeteria. I don't know. I don't have the time to scrub through multiple playthroughs, nor install the game and explore around the hotel myself to make sure that my memories are correct. I do not think such a step would be needed. I am going to play the game now and finish the quest. But I'm kind of excited what the next level is going to be, and feeling, god damn, my computer keeps flashing black and freezing up OBS. What was I going to say? I'm going to pack it up after beating this level, but this was a very fun level. This is a janky, weird game that is obviously imitative, underbaked. It is not well designed. It is the result of imitation crossing with a lack of budgets. If you were to play this in 2003, this would be soulless and uninteresting. But playing it in 2026 is probably a lot more interesting. This is a copy-paste from way earlier. George, do you already have some movies lined up for your next video project? I think you have a good one. Feel free to suggest it right now. This is a copy-paste from way earlier, something that I am curious about, though, because Swery's game before this was Extinction, which is also very imitative, but I'm now more curious to wonder if it's doing the mediocre PS2 game thing like this one is. Because Extinction was very high budget, it was very hyped, it was marketed by Sony hard at the time as proof that the next generation was here. If you want a cinematic Metal Gear Solid style top quality experience, play Extinction for PlayStation 2. It's like Metal Gear Solid, but they made a video game version of The Thing instead of making a video game version of Escape from New York. What did the... Oh, that means suspicion. If I'm walking slowly and if I had more appropriate clothes on, he probably wouldn't be suspicious, but he's not suspicious enough to start World War III on me, like if I walked into the boys' room accidentally. Yeah, because this does feel rushed. Like it was copy-pasted from something else. Mamino, it's a movie by Georgian director that pokes a lot of fun at the Soviet Union. Oh, a copy-paste from a topic from way earlier. Okay. Mamino, a movie by Georgian director that pokes fun at the Soviet Union. Yeah, I need to be consuming media about how absurd the Soviet Union was when it was collapsing and how when the government did something awful to hold on to power, people interpreted it simultaneously as funny and terrifying. How convenient. Let me write that down. No. Okay. We have John Carpenter / Kurt Russell movies at home. I hope I don't have to take off my lab disguise in the next few areas. Look at how much better this game looks when it's from a fixed camera angle.
We've got a problem. There's too much interference.
I can attest that Metal Gear Solid 2 would look way worse. Uh-oh. Oh no, I'm not actually done! They're calling me back in for one more mission of bullshit.
Hold on. Security's been alerted. Go up to the level 2 lab and retrieve the retina scanner. Hurry, before it's discovered. No time to waste. Get moving.
Why do we need to get it back? Didn't they send the pictures instantly through some kind of wireless network to him back home? Should I have remembered to bring it with me? Because I'm pretty sure he said the words, "I'll receive the photos instantly." I've heard that sound effect so many other places. It's evidence of espionage. Yeah, but is that big a deal at this point? Is my disguise working?
Someone help! Roger, strike squadron, move out. Deverous! There you are. Can I?
Oh, right, Vince in the locker room. Okay. I really wasted those grenades. Idiots! Oops.
We've lost contact with one of ours. All squadrons, maintain.
It's evidence of spy fiction. Is there really not a different way in here? If they want you to do it again, but faster, that sounds like the kind of level design that's all about alternate routes existing. Oh, the timer's still going down. Oh no! My favorite costume is compromised now.
Everything's under control. Go back to the rendezvous.
I can't end the mission with my favorite pants on. Oh wait, the timer's still going down! I thought he said everything was under control. We're gonna be a chef. No one suspects chefs. Can I make it out of here in 4.5 minutes? Oh, this music kicks ass. Wrong way. Okay, cafeteria, downstairs, kitchen. Just beat it to the underground parking garage as soon as possible. Oh man, maybe I could have done a speed rappel descent. But, I didn't think of it in time. I take back everything bad I've said about this game. This kicks ass. The timer ticking with the intense spy escape music. But the image on the frame just being a girl in a chef costume looking kind of awkward about it, running past a janitor who doesn't give a shit is the funniest thing I've seen in a while.
Come on, kid, jump in.
Hell yeah. Dollar store spy mission complete. Okay, if we wanted like dollar store mediocre PS2 Metal Gear, we could do worse than this. I am sure there have been worse games than this that are just as shameless a ripoff. This is charming. This is cute. I'm starting to get it. I always I hate that I was about to say the following statement. I almost feel like I'm having more fun than when I was playing Deadly Premonitions. But what that means is that the point of comparison is no longer Metal Gear, it's Deadly Premonitions. Of all the other games I've played in my life, this is more like Deadly Premonitions than it is like Metal Gear. I thought I was playing a mediocre PS2 ripoff of Metal Gear, and I am, but what I'm really playing is the mediocre PS2 predecessor to Deadly Premonitions. Enemies killed counter. Yeah, what does it say? What does it say? Did I miss it? Quit the game. Yes. What did it say? I missed it. I clicked through it, but I bet it's really shocking. Did I kill like 300 human beings during that thing? Do they have statistics? Options menu. 3? 3? No, that can't be right. Okay, I killed a lot more than 3, but that's because I loaded the quick save. I'm still playing through 1000 X Resist, and I don't know how long that's gonna take because it's crashing all the fucking time. After that, I'm gonna play Death Stranding 2, which I think, based on the speed with which I'm playing through 1000 X Resist, we're probably gonna be playing this next week on Metal Gear Monday instead of Death Stranding. But now I get it. The first session, I didn't know how to play the game, and it was really weird, and I was not disregarding it. They're not counting brain death when you zapped them 20 times. So you're telling me that just like Metal Gear, there is so many options you have for combat that you can play the game non-lethally. Look at how the text scrolling across the screens are just zeros and ones, because it's computer stuff. In Metal Gear Solid, they have zeros and ones computer stuff floating by along with like DNA double helix stuff. The music is so lame. But yeah, this is funny. This is cute. This is charming. This is adorably janky. This is not what modern indie games and art games would become. This is not... There's something about this that makes me want to do a comparison, but so much about it is pulling me back away and trying to keep me to be reasonable. No, this is a product of commercialism. The genuine personalities and artistries being explored here are filtered through so many layers of a cynical commercial incentive to make a Metal Gear Solid ripoff while Metal Gear Solid is still popular that it's not. It's not that. But it is...
Access games.
It is something that I did not... It is cooler than I thought it would be. LOL, but it looked cooler in MGS 1 and 2. We'll play more Spy Fiction next week. This game is a fucking mess. It feels bad in your hands, but boy oh boy do the developers seem to be aware of this and fill it up with a bunch of cute, funny interactions and a sense of humor. Is this good stuff? I was gonna say this is good stuff, but I don't think it's quite good enough for that. This is a fun, mediocre PS2 game.